Hello, hello. Hello, hello. I can't hear myself, so I don't think I am on yet. Testing, 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 testing. We are live. Testing, testing. Hey, you can hear me. That's fantastic. I'm so excited by that. Hey, this is Zach Sykes, Tournament Director here at Streetlights Billiards Academy in Alexandria, Virginia, getting you guys started with the stream of Adrian Villena versus Youssef Amir for our final match of the Tier 2 SYO 10 ball. This is a race to 13, and you are going to be blessed by the dulcet tones of our chief commentator, Miss Bethany Sykes. So I hope you all enjoy that. Here she is.
Hi, everybody. Hope you've had a wonderful day. I'm looking forward to this match. And we got a nice long one, nice race to 15. This tournament has been going since I think the early fall. Nice schedule your own, that's what SYO stands for, where everyone gets together one individual match at a time. Any given night, we might have 4 or 5 SYO matches happening at once, but it's pretty cool. Tournament unfolds upon the players' individual schedules instead of everyone playing on one day. So he's got ball in hand. The 6 ball's in a precarious position close to the pocket, so he definitely wanted to get under it to avoid the scratch. Does it go on the side? Nah. He, he was looking though. You gotta look. It's gonna run this up table. Nice and soft. He put a little bottom outside to kind of help make it in. It almost got him nasty on the 9. He's okay here. So you'd want to shoot the 10 in the bottom left pocket after this. Just use this natural angle of the 9. I think I like hitting this with a little bit of outside. Plan to hit above the side pocket. Come off the rail. He is going for the bank though. He doesn't want to mess with that. He's going to go for the bank. And he hit it so good. Sweet shot, Youssef. Alright, it's all about the 10 ball here. Didn't feel comfortable, so he got up. It's good discipline. Sweet shot on the 10. And if you know Youssef, he has got a lot of discipline when it comes to this game. Puts the time in on the table. Always in here working on drills. So Youssef takes the first game, 1-0. They are playing alternating breaks here. So it's going to be Adrian's turn at the table. Oh, they've switched. They don't know whose side is who. I'm just gonna go ahead and see if I can't switch those names on the screen here so I don't have to worry about interrupting them. Okay, cue ball's in a tough spot, but he can see the two hanging out by the pocket, no problem. I think he wanted to clip that 5-6 just a little bit. That would be ideal, as that 5 doesn't seem to have a good pocket right now. Where it stands, though, there's a pretty good safety to play if you can get underneath the 5. Play that cue ball off the rail on the 6. Gotta get there first, though. And the cue ball is on the rail. Always makes this a harder shot. And the angle is off, so the cue ball is going to be going up table. So it's got a slight angle, and the cue ball must go the wrong way. The 4 ball is this dark ball here. You got to really put a good stroke on this to come 2 rails. Sweet shot, Youssef. But he still has to deal with that 5 ball, hugging the 6, and that's his next ball. He's got a great stroke. Didn't really get into a good place to play a safety, though. Let's see what he chooses to do. Maybe play the other way, thin cut the 5. Let the cue ball go up table, off the side rail, up the top rail. And just play the 5 ball hard enough to get to the rail and hide back behind the 6. Is what I'm thinking. All right, this is Adrian's first real shot at the table here. He's been really running out. At least the first shot I've gotten to watch, and he slammed in that bank like it had eyes. What a sweet shot. Great place on the 6, and he even moved the 8 to a nice spot. Especially where that 7 is. Oh no, don't get behind it now. Come on. Oof. It got out just enough, guys. Just enough. Right, he's got a fairly big angle here. He doesn't want to get carried away with the cue ball. I like hitting this soft, just for the cue ball to come down the bottom rail and up. Maybe that 8 ball isn't as funky as I thought. It's hard to tell what kind of steep angle they might have for the side pocket. But I think he's, ooh, overcut it just a bit and it bobbed out. He did leave Youssef tough, though. A bank and jacked up over the 10. Awkward cueing. Alright, he's calling the bank. I like it. Oh, it looks good. And he's nice on this short side of the 10. Youssef taking the first two games in this race to 13. We are here at Streetlights Billiards Academy in Alexandria, Virginia. If you've never been, you need to check it out. You're in for a treat. Got 8 diamonds currently, along with the straight pool challenge gold crown table. But Jason Shaw comes to work on the world record and other world class pros to break their own record for the House of High Runs here at Streetlights. All right, Youssef to break. Youssef must have won the lag. Oh, the cue ball just jumped right off the table. Whee! All right, Adrian with ball in hand. Nothing else fell down, so he's got a full puzzle on the table. He's not really giving himself much of an angle. Looks like he's wants to draw this back with what the angle he's given himself. That'll do. This is gonna be just nice and soft. Keep it down there for the 3. Awesome. Want to come out to the middle of the table here. I like putting right spin on this. Oh, put that a little zesty. Maybe we're gonna shoot the 5 in the side now. I just squeaked out from behind the 6. Probably wasn't the original plan, but it's... Oh, the 4 ball was there. Guys, I didn't even know that was the 4 ball. I thought we were on the 5 ball next. My bad. Alright, now I've adjusted my eyes to recognize the 4 ball. I think the 5 was just a little bit in the way. I might have been trying to throw it or avoid that. Funny how those 5 balls are just kind of all lined up there. I was thinking of just playing a stop shot on that shot myself, not going forward. This is a pretty awkward place to be compared to center table. Playing the safe. Did he get it? I think he did. Good recovery safety there, Adrian. I think we're going to see Youssef fly at this ball. The jump shot. Let's see what we get. And if you're watching this live with me, feel free to comment, interact. I do believe I have the comments open. So.
Great. Here's the bracket if you want to talk about it.
Oh,
This tournament.
thank you. Made a good hit there. No reward though. Left Adrian open shot, open table. Hit that great speed. He is really straight on this 8 now. I don't think the 9 passes the 10. He may have to draw this all the way back to go for the 9 up table or in the side pocket. Did not quite get there. So now he's looking at the combination, which from where he is probably the most lined up straight shot. Almost looks like he's just shooting the 9 straight into the... All right, let's see. Let's see how his combo skills are doing today. Well, he left it tough. That was a really tough combo. I mean, this is just like the shots that we practiced, this, the spot shot. He hit it perfectly. Unfortunately, bumped the 10 instead of going around it. He's going to have a bank shot here. He's been quite accurate with these as of yet in this match. This one went short. Well, he's happy that dropped in the pocket so it gets spotted versus hanging in the pocket, that's for sure. That's the nasty part about rotation, doing all the work. Losing focus on a 10 or getting a tough shot on a 10 and hanging it. Definitely a game of focus. Oh, so close. Good effort there by Adrian. Youssef is going to take game 3. Adrian's turn to break. I'm sitting here scrolling through this bracket, looking at the players we've had in here. I think these were our 2 highest Fargos in this schedule your own 10 ball. This one was a handicapped event, but their Fargos are nearly even here, so even race to 13. Nearly even being separated by 1 point. They are 540 and 541. Youssef has been putting in a lot of practice time, so if it looks like he shoots a lot stronger than your average 541, you would be correct. But remember, Fargo is not a skill rating, it's just a number given to you based on your performances in tournaments. It's not a skill level. Alright, so it looks like we got a dry break. Adrian gave Youssef a full table and put the cue ball on the rail. This is a funky rack. That's a good shot there on the 1. That's an interesting place to put it with ball in hand. I feel like it, okay, he's not jacked up over there. I think he's going to be playing safe here. Going for that extra. Try and get this to a better layout. I also would have elected to play safety there. Not quite that way, but oh, oh. Well, it didn't get in the way. That's good. It would have been a foul if the ball he moved got into the path of the running ball. Okay, so that one ball went into the pocket that he did not call. So it's actually going to be Yusuf's choice whether or not to shoot this or to give it back, to return it to Adrian for pocketing a ball that he didn't call. So he opted to give this back. I don't blame him. Heck of a try. Great hit. Who would have thought to call that pocket? And so again, Yusuf would have the choice here whether or not he wants to give this back. But I believe he's going to take this one. Bit of a safety exchange as this rack is not a runnable option. I think he's calling the bank. Or is he calling the cut? From our perspective, it looks like the 7 would be in the way for the bank. Yeah. Ooh, avoided the scratch though. He did leave Adrian an open shot on the 3, but there's nothing on this 4. I feel like the safety is a really good option. All you need to do is kind of play a stop shot on the 3 and bank the 3 up table. Put the cue on the 6. I like that he went for it and got the breakout. If it would have dropped, he would have been in a great position. His focus was definitely on the cue ball there, and he hit it excellently. Unfortunately, we tend to take a little bit of focus off the aim, and we focus so much on one thing. He got himself up and close on this ball, guys. Most people wouldn't be able to reach this without fouling. Okay, there we go. I like the angle he's approaching this with. Youssef is a tall guy. He's a big man. Oh, that was pretty. With the 3 rails around the 9 and 10 to get on the 6. A little bit of outside here, come down table. Oh, he would rather not be on this side of the 6. Center table would have been a happier place to be. More towards the center table. Not like center center. See how it gets on this. Is he going to go around the 9-10 again? I feel like I would have tried to go around the 9-10 again. Alright. Banking it or playing safe? Playing safe, guys. He got the speed. Good to have that 9 blocking it. Thank you, Zach. Thank you so much for the comment. I appreciate it. Because I have no idea even if you guys can hear me, if I'm talking loud enough. So I appreciate the feedback. Man, that was close. Youssef wasn't even sure if it skimmed it on the way in. He had to ask him there. Just missed it by a hair on the 2 rail. So the 8 to the 9 is definitely the key with this 4 ball out. He gave himself a great looking angle. Perfection. And what's so cool about these tournaments is because it's schedule your own and it happens over the course of several months. And you get to watch the players get better as the tournament progresses. For who's been putting in the time on the table at practice time. And in the end, the 2 players that have really been coming in the most this last month are here in the end. Our score is over there on the top right-hand corner. You can see our players switching their numbers themselves by hand. Youssef up 4-0. Oh, lost the cue ball again. That's 2 in a row for him, where that cue ball jumped right off the table. Guys, I don't know if I've ever jumped the cue ball off the table once in my entire life on a break. I just don't have that kind of power in my arms. And the 4 is behind the 9. And getting to that one is going to be the key to this run out. And he is in an awkward place for it. Might have to punch this around. He went for the drawback. Bumped into the 5. It's going to change the puzzle here. Okay. This is tricky. I don't think you can avoid hitting the 5. And you don't want it to stop dead on the 5 either, because then the 9's going to be in your way of the 4. I think you got to play this with a little bit of bottom. Try and just skim the 5. Or avoid it altogether and really, make it a juicy draw. Let's see what he chooses to do. Is he calling the 5 instead? Is he calling the carom? I'm not sure. I think he did. I think he changed his mind and called the carom. I wonder what his gut was telling him. I wonder if he followed his gut there or chose to go against his instinct. Either way, it seemed like he shot it indecisively. Anytime we shoot indecisively, that's a good recipe for failure. If nothing else, make sure you decide what you're doing before you shoot it. Max Yaras, what's up, brother? Thanks for watching live and cheering on our gladiator Adrian. Who's at the table now with a good-looking stroke, good-looking table. That one went a little far, but he's still okay. You just got to go an extra rail now, back and forth. I'll overcut that one a bit. He didn't leave it easy. It's not a full pocket up there past the 6. So he might elect to cut this in the left side just to have a full pocket. If he does it, he'll hit it with draw. So the cue ball comes off this side rail and back out. I think that's where we're going to go with this one. Soft. Perfect. Great stroke and great speed there. So he's got a big angle. Got to pay attention to the speed of that cue ball. And choose which side of the 9 he wants this cue ball to bounce. Either is fine. Excellent. And now to avoid the 10 with getting yourself over to the 9. I think shooting the 9 in the top left corner might be the best choice. Just kind of hitting this with a draw and letting the cue ball come over to underneath the 9. Alright, he wanted to shoot that 9 in the side pocket though. Like put a little extra oomph into it. And again, when you focus so much on something like that, it seemed like the precision on the shot itself went way down. But the cue ball was on point. Got away with leaving Adrian real tough though. Shot that well. Jumped up pretty quick though. He's got to be careful of that. There, he stayed down better on that shot. Just one more ball to keep the focus on. And the cue ball goes perfectly to the center of the table. Wow. Youssef shooting quite strong indeed. Adrian not shooting bad, but hard to be in stroke when you're not getting much time at the table. Open spread, but nothing fell. The 2 ball is the ball he's got to hit next. That's between the 7 and the 3 right here in the middle of this little cluster in our bottom left quadrant. Curious what he was thinking about there. That 2 ball really wasn't in the most makeable position. I think he could have gotten around to it with some right spin and to play a combo, but ugh, that was a yucky combo. So he left Adrian a kick though. Oh man, he barely missed it. That was so close. And unlucky that he broke up the only problem in the whole rack, which was a pretty big problem. 3 balls all clustered together. And now it's a big open party. And this is what we dream of as a pool player. Ball in hand and an open table. It's playtime, baby. Left himself on the rail. That makes things tricky. Great stroke. Can you tell he practices? Stephen Fleming. What's up, Steve? Hi. Hola, mi amigo. Thanks for watching live and saying hi. It's been a while since I've been in the commentary booth. As most events we have commentary for, I am also playing in, and I can't do both. Those shots are hard to see when you're reaching over the table. You kind of got a wobble stroke because you're in a weird body hang position. And yet usually us pool players are too stubborn to get a bridge on those shots. Did he get the save? He might have just gotten it there. And if you notice, Adrian's a kicker. He's not going in with a jump shot on a lot of things. Wow. I don't know if you could see that, guys. I think he curved it just a little bit. It was smooth and it didn't look like a masse, but I think he did. Adrian is quite good with the spin, with the masse and the rails because he doesn't use the jump cue. Got a nice carom off that ball, but that still counts. Got for the ball in pocket. Woo! That was a pretty draw stroke. That's what I like to see. You're getting a good feel of the stroke now, Adrian. Might have to put a little bit of inside on this to keep it on the right side of that 9. Oh, I like that even better. Just back and forth. It's hard to tell what kind of window he has between the rail and the 9. Oh! That one hurt my feelings. I know it hurt his too. He did all the work, made the puzzle just to the last 3. Put a little bit more power than needed in that, and it wasn't center pocket, and the pocket threw it back out. Youssef taking a strong lead with this. I hope everyone out there that's watching live with me and later watching this recorded is having a beautiful night. It's a warm, rainy January day here in Northern Virginia. I myself got a couple hours in on the practice table today, so feeling quite good about that. Did he not flip it? I wonder if they don't have a 6 or if he thought he already flipped it. But the score is currently 6-0. Well, we know it's Yusuf's break. Yusuf breaks on the even number games. It's definitely 6-0 currently. I think he didn't think he was up that many games. Shot that one a little quick. Overcut it. So he didn't hit it on the way in, but on the way back out off the rail. All right, there you go. Correct number of games is now displayed, everybody. So, not easy to get on the 3 from here. It's going to bump that 10. And ooh, let's put him behind the 8 now. I think he can just see an edge. Hit a rail. Come on now. Boomp. Just got there. Just in time. Saved by the bump. If you're not familiar with the rules of pool, you have to hit a rail after you contact your object ball. Something does. Or go in a pocket. He didn't leave it safe, but he did leave it tough. I believe Adrian called the cross side. He's going to cut bank this. Look at how good. Oh, man. I thought he nailed it. It looked like it was headed right in the side. Well, this is a tough place to be. Looks like he's going to be short. Yeah, came short. Almost hit it on the way back out. I was wondering if he was going for a 2-railer. Almost. All right, Adrian's got ball in hand here. However, he's got to hit that 5 ball after the 3. And the 5 ball currently doesn't have a pocket. Unless you're going to bank at it. So, it's time to decide what to do here. You could still get down underneath the 5 and play a safety. All right, left it tough. Not hidden, but tough. That's a good way to typically get another shot. That lovely little nudge off the 10 got the safety in the end. All right, Mr. Massey. What a shot. It's still spinning. He curved the cue ball around the 10. For those of you who may not have been able to see, because his body was kind of blocking the camera right there. But that 10 ball was totally in the way. Oh, no, no, no. Ooh, it stayed up, guys. I think the cue ball heard me. He listened like a good boy. Good little doggy. It's a small pocket. That 9 ball is blocking some of that side pocket. Or is he going to go for the corner? Because it's a bigger window. We shall see. Went for the side. Got the overcut. That 9 was intimidating. This looks like a nice little 3-ball pattern to practice. With the 8 and 9 and 10 where they all were. He's got an angle here. Expect to see him come around. Ooh. Hit that extra juicy. Left himself long from it, but that was a sweet stroke. Strong. I like watching good pool. Not as much as I enjoy shooting good pool, but time to take a little stand-up break for myself. Been sitting for too long. We gonna get anything to fall this time? Almost a 3. The 3 and the 4 are on the right side. They're together. The 2 ball is by the left side pocket. Didn't get the safety he was intending. It's a good opportunity to get some balls in. Ooh, no. The 10 ball. 10 ball blocked him. And now he's got to go rail first. Almost made the kick. That scratch is gonna hurt. Youssef checking out what to do with that 3-4. I wonder if the combo's the best choice. I thought the 3 looked pretty good in the side, but if you like the combo, you like the combo, eh? I'm a last resort kind of combo person. And now we have a new puzzle. But the safety is just calling Adrian's name. Is he gonna hear it though? This is not the direction I was thinking. I'm thinking of gluing the cue ball up on the 4 and pushing the 3 ball down the bottom rail. So he didn't hear the safety that I was here and calling his name. Oh, wow. Power hit that bank in. And the cue ball found a pocket. All right, Adrian with ball in hand now. Is this the 3rd ball in hand we've had? Some unexpected little scratches have gotten both of our players in this same game. It's a little flatter here than he wants, but you got enough angle to punch it out. Punch follow. Well, he got more follow than punch. He got no punch. Still the 9-10 to deal with in this rack. 9 looks like it goes clean up table. So if you can get under it and give yourself a nice big angle on the 8, you're going to be fine. I like going forward with this. 2 rails, back up table. Just like that. Come on, a little bit more, a little bit more. Oh, he did not get it there. Just a little bit more. She won a pretty big angle on this. Just needed like another 10 inches. Alright, I think he's going to go with a thin cut safety here. Try and play the cue ball back behind the 9-10. He got the thin cut. It's not hidden. Let's see what Adrian does here. Oh, it was hidden. Alright, we're going to see some strategy back and forth here. Or we're just going to see him cut the snot out of this in the left pocket and run into the 9-10. No, I thought that was a fun option. Alright, see? Back to strategy. Intentional or not. Got the safe. Nice hit. Just a tiny bit harder and that would have laid up nasty. It looks like he's putting draw on this. I would be thinking to run into it. Okay. I thought we were going to go aggressive there. He went for the safe. Yeah, I don't know which way they're going. It's one of the coolest things about pool. Everyone sees it differently, plays it differently. Does that 9 really go on the side? After all this time, I'm thinking that it doesn't even go on the side. And that they had to like break it up or shoot it up the table. But looks like it goes on the side, guys. No, okay. But it went real pretty up in the corner. That was delightful. What a great shot, Adrian. I'm glad my eyes perceived that correctly, and it did not go in the side. Boom! What? Finish, don't scratch. Okay, good boy. Good cue ball. Those last couple shots, those last 2 shots were sweet. What a way to get on the board, Adrian. Hope everyone watching this is enjoying it with me. I feel a little lonely back here. So again, you know, if you're watching this live with me, feel free to say hi. Previously, we were streaming on Facebook and definitely got a lot more interactions with people I knew. But all is good either way. I'm enjoying the match. And my few hellos I have gotten. And the cue ball went flying again. Okay, Superman. That was for the cue ball, because he kept taking flight. The cue ball's taking flight. I know that nickname's already taken by a pool player. By more than one, even. Alright, putting him in a nice safety to start, instead of going for a reckless run. I appreciate that decision, Adrian. Whoa, the cue ball disappeared so fast, I didn't even see which hole it went in. I know he hit the 10 ball first, but... Whew. Alright, ball in hand. What's our ball order here? 2 and 3 on opposite side rails. The 4 is back up table. So Adrian's obviously playing up a safety right here. Not going for an out, because this is not where you put it in ball in hand with, unless you're playing safe. He's on two. He didn't get it as safe as he wanted. He's going to have to get really lucky for Youssef to scratch here. That third safe can be really tough to get when you've all separated the balls and it's all open table. Harder to get that jam up safety with the open table. I got long shot here. He doesn't have a big angle, so he's gonna punch this a little. Come off the rail. When I say punch it a little, man, he punches it a lot. Jeez. Oh, to have a powerful stroke at all times. He's been working on it. And being a big human, I'm sure helps. Oh, got the inside on there, but clipped the 10 and now has put himself in a bit of a pickle. He's just going to go one rail with some right spin. Go for the hit. And hope he leaves it not nice. Might see a carom here. I don't know. I feel like the cue ball wants to naturally hit the 10 right in the face. I think he called the 10. Getting on the 6 ball would be a tall order from where that was. And 10 ball almost went in the corner pocket. Here's a stroke test for you. Straight on the rail. Stroke test, pass. Nice and simple. Don't need to move the cue ball around if you don't have to. Got 6 pockets on the table for a reason. Alright, Adrian is going to be breaking here. See if he's going to keep breaking from the same spot or if he's going to change it up a little. Don't think he's had something fall yet, but my memory might be failing me in that. Good solid contact, but nothing found a hole. Ball's going towards it, but nothing in. The 2-5 looks completely wired, so you don't have to worry too much on position as long as you can see it. It's left a pretty similar shot. Long, heavy cut. Where Youssef found the overcut, Adrian found the undercut. They both left, leaving each other tough. I tell you what. probably going to hit the 2 now. Oh, but the 1 didn't move first, so this is going to be ball in hand for Sir Adrian. But now the 2 doesn't really have its own pocket, so he's going to combo it. Or think too much about it and not focus enough on the 1 to put it down. And again, long cut off the rail. And with the twist, the cue ball found a hole and the 1 followed it right in. All right, Adrian with ball in hand again. Is he on 2 now? Youssef might be on 2 again. That was some crazy cue ball on that last shot. Yep, Youssef is on 2. So he's just going to focus on making good contact with this 2. If he could see it through the path, that's the way to hit it, but you might have to go 1 rail. I would say just underneath the side pocket. So this is not the angle he'd prefer. The cue ball is going to be going towards the right side of the table. So he's going to have to hit it with a good pace to come off that side and back out. He hit the pace well. 3 ball just didn't find the hole. It's kind of bobbled out. Combo. Every combo is tough. Unless it's like completely wired. And a reminder to those watching, we're just amateurs here. Both me behind the mic and these gentlemen shooting. But we love the game. And we're all here to get better at it. Here being Streetlights Billiards Academy. Nice. We actually have some really big events coming up too. The most famous pool players ever to touch cues are going to be coming to our house very soon to do exhibitions. None other than Efren Bata Reyes and Jeanette the Black Widow Lee, Jeanette Lee. So if you're interested in meeting them, having dinner, getting some games in with the best in the world, come go to our Facebook page and get more information on joining us. Yusuf's just cleaning up this rack, so I figured I would talk about something I'm excited about coming up in pool. Yeah, Efren's coming not this Saturday, but next Saturday, if you're watching this live with me. And if you're not watching this live with me, that would be Saturday the 14th of January. Yusuf closing in on that 13, on that double digit. He's at 9 now. Shooting like a monster. This lost focus a little bit, a couple times, easy to do. Whew. All right, let's see if this cue ball can stay grounded. Hey, look at that. He took off a lot of power to keep that cue ball down, though. Didn't didn't pocket any balls, but the cue ball behaved. Gotta take the small victories there. Going for the one on the side. What? Man, he hit that good, too. Just hit that point and stayed up. We are playing on Blue Label diamonds. You can obviously see the diamond logo. These are deep shelved and not easy to play on. And pointy corners, deep shelved and pointy corners. It's a sweet little jump there by Mr. Youssef. And he's left himself in a great place for the 2. 3 is up by the pocket, top left. And the 4 is right here by the 6. So he wants to give himself an angle on that 3. I like being on the left side of this 3. Put some outside spin and come around the 7 off the side rail. Nice. Great speed. Looks like he's got a natural angle to drift that cue ball over. The 6 to the 7 is going to be key now because the 7's blocked in the corner. So he's going to want to shoot that in one of the side pockets probably. Steeper angle than I think he wanted, but at least it's the angle he wants. Go forward off that side rail. Just got to avoid that side pocket now. Yeah, it was just an awkward angle where he happened to get where that side pocket was right in the natural line, and he'd have to really funk around with it to get off the right spot. He got lucky with the leave. Adrian makes great contact, but the cue ball did him no favors and still found a hole. Well, the 7 ball's got a pocket now, so it definitely changed the puzzle. He could shoot the 6 ball in any pocket he wants, except for the top right pocket. And sometimes having so many options can give us a little bit of paralysis, you know, because should I shoot this pocket, or this pocket, or this pocket, or this pocket? Which one's the right pocket? Oh, you gotta choose. And whichever one you choose is the right one. You gotta believe it. This is something I would leave myself, and I'd be like, oh, it'd be perfect if I was 6'4". So this is something that he does leave himself because he is 6'4". This is a nice angle. Do a little zigzag between the side rails. On the top side of the 10, to the left side, and then back over. And bump. Quite delightful. Good speed. Good out with ball in hand. Cleaned up that rack. Hitting the double digits. 10-1 is our score. Adrian to break. this is our finals, ladies and gentlemen, of a tournament that's been happening for quite some time. One individual match scheduled at the players' availability. It's really cool to watch the players get better as these long tournaments unfold because they are playing sets that push them. And then they're practicing to play those sets. It's good to have a variety along with the one day or one weekend events. But this gives many, many opportunities to get matches in and robustness into Fargo. If you want to get robust, play in some of these long races. Play a race to 15, you can get 29 matches into Fargo. 29 robustness. Well, that was a pretty lucky place to stop the cue ball there. Ooh wee. Put Adrian in a tight spot there. Between the corner and the 3 ball, I'm not sure how he's hitting this 1 ball unless he pulls out a jump cue, which I don't think I've ever seen him do. It's a toughie. He's looking for his lines. Can he get around the 3? Get behind it? Oh, what a try. Almost. Went to see an edge after an edge. But he had to avoid the edge of the 3 to get there. That was a really tough place to be. Alright. Youssef cleans up the table often when he has ball in hand. We got a full puzzle here. All the balls on the table. It's a good start. Go forward, just... Alright. I personally would have rolled that just like an inch or two to give myself a big angle, left the cue ball in the middle of the table. So I'd like to shoot the 4 in the side, which is where he's going. It looks like did he get there? Did he get there? Yeah, you can see him point where he wanted it to be. Yeah, we know where you wanted it to be. Didn't give yourself much angle to get there, though. Almost banks the 4 in and gets away with... Alright, Adrian's turn at the table. Ah, just barely hung it. Hit that cue ball with a great pace. Oh, watch it. He got a lucky little love bump off that 6. That could have gone bad for him. Does he have enough angle to punch it out? Or is he going to have to follow it down and play short side? Oh yeah, he had plenty of angle to punch it out. I don't know if I had enough room to reach it personally, but That's the whole part of everyone plays a different game. Even based on how we're shaped, we'll play differently. Overcut the 9. You know, it can be really hard to keep focus after you've solved the puzzle and you have a commanding lead. It becomes an entirely different challenge to keep focused. Good stroke on that 9, Adrian. And he drills it. All right. Adrian puts up another game on the board. Youssef's break. Let's see if he adds any more power back in to his break. It was a little soft on the last one, but he kept the cue ball on the table. Or he's going center center this time. He was going a little off center before. Typically we do in 10 ball. But man, if he didn't hit that great. The 2 balls behind the 1 both just went bloop into the side. Cue ball stayed on the table. No shot on the 1 though, so he plays a safety. Got a bit more out of that than he wanted. Steep angle here, playing a safety. Doesn't get the 2 rails behind the 7 like he intended. But he did leave a long stroke shot for sure. Ooh. And the 3 is frozen up on this 10. They got sticky. Little sticky icky. What's he gonna do here? Just maybe thin cut it. Some right spin, cue ball up table. That is what he did, but he left it open. And Adrian hits that ball good, but the cue ball keeps going. Eesh. It almost tucked behind that 9. Sweet. Great shot. Oh man, if the 10 ball just stops right there, look at that. Man, you can't plan that. Talk about a sweet bump. Now he's calling the 10 for the game win instead of just going for the 5. How serendipitous. But he didn't want the gift. Well, he did, but I think inside he felt maybe because it wasn't planned that he shouldn't have it, but he gets back to the table nonetheless. Nice 2 rails. It's always good to get more balls in instead of finishing it with a combo. Get more strokes in, get comfortable back at the table. Good speed for that 10 inside. All right, Adrian closing the gap, one game at a time. 3-10 now, and Adrian's turn to break. Obviously, we are playing Rack Your Own. The 10 never counts on the break in 10 ball. And if it does, you're not playing 10 ball, you're playing 9 plus 1. Call it what you want. But being a call pocket game, gotta call that 10. And no, you cannot call it off the break either. Okay. It's comeback time. All right, and we got a 6 ball down, and we have sight on the 1. It's only pockets or banks, but we can see it, and there's a ball down. Oh man, I thought he nailed it. It just hung there. Bounced between the jaws. Bit of no man's land here. He just pointed at that pocket, so I think he's calling the carom on the 10. With the 10 as close to the pocket as it was, and it wasn't a bad call. Especially with no other viable good options. He's left Adrian tough too. The 2 does not have his pocket. Unless he's cutting in the side. But I believe he'll go for the safety. Hey, every inch it goes, the harder the shot gets. Close on the bank. It was a good attempt. I don't think he left the window. He's got to go rail first around. Right about that middle diamond. Oh. Take the safety instead. Alright, but this is Youssef at the table, so we are going to see a jump shot. He made his last one. This one is considerably tougher, being shooting between the 9-10. Or was he going for the 10? That was quite close if he was going for the 10. Either way, it was a great hit. A little hard to tell if the 2 goes. I don't think the 2 goes on the side. I believe the 3 is blocking him. Shot that beautifully. I always think that shot just looks pretty when the object ball is close to the side pocket. And you would normally shoot in the side pocket if it were an actual option, but you have to cut it in a corner. It's just a pretty looking shot. This is a beautiful sport, beautiful game. Ooh, that was a tough thing to stroke the cue ball like that with the bridge. So close, hit it good. Just a little off. Cue ball bounced out. And has left him tough. Is he gonna jump at this one? I don't think so. rail first here. Doing that measuring line here. Finding that spot you need to shoot at. And if you make that line from the cue ball to where his finger is pointing, you'll notice that's exactly where the point of the pocket is, which is why this is such a nasty little place. He's going to have to either hit before the pocket with top, maybe some outside, or hit after the pocket with some draw. All right, good contact. Fabulous. I think we're going to see him just tuck it up behind these balls. Don't think it tucked, but it did lay on the rail. There was no way he was going to shoot that 4 and get on the 5, so he went for the safety himself. Cue ball didn't hide, but he did leave him tree-topped. Shooting above a ball is one of the toughest things. Almost also got it back there. Both continuing to try and put the cue ball behind those 3 balls. Not quite getting it. Just keeps going around them. We'll see him go for the 4 in this one. Go forward 2 rails. Didn't quite get it there, but it's a great place to leave it, man. The 5 ball on the bottom rail here and the cue ball on the rail. Even if you make this ball, you're going to have nothing on that 5. If he had made the 4, the cue ball would have been down behind that mess. Like where they were trying to leave safeties. Alright, Youssef's got ball in hand now with this open set of 6 balls. I like his odds of clearing the table. Hit that one real nice, didn't he? I'm gonna go between the 8 and 10 here. Just like that. Yeah, a little bit of an off angle there. I think he might have been indecisive. That was on that 8 ball. I think I like going forward 2 rails with follow. With where the 10 was. Oh, is it going to go back in the same pocket? No, not quite. His use of stroke is not quite as smooth as it was in the earlier racks. And Adrian's shooting rather fast now too. That scratch was unfortunate and a little careless. He didn't really, I think, take any time to think about where the cue ball was heading with that shot. Even when the balls are out in the open table, we want to be aware of where that cue ball is headed, or we might find a hole like that. Youssef pulling up to 11 to 3. Appreciate everyone who's watching with me. My name is Bethany Sykes, if you didn't already know. I'm a pool player from Virginia, and I love pool. took off a lot of power, and he's getting much better results. Unfortunately, didn't keep the cue ball in the center of the table this time, or he would have a wonderful shot. But as is, we're going to see a little push out, which can only be done the first shot after a break. The player has the option to push the cue ball anywhere on the table and it be a legal shot. And then it is the next player's option to decide whether or not to take it or make the player who put it there shoot it. Man, Adrian stroked the crud out of that ball. Overjuiced it. Left himself a kick on the 2. You can't see enough of this ball to cut it in. The 5's definitely blocking that part of the 2. But you could play it off the 3 and then play a safety, I think. Push the cue ball like up behind the 6 and the 2 ball down table just like that. Didn't quite get the results he was hoping for, but that was really hard to do when you're so limited on where everything is. Steve says, who? I'm not sure with what reference you were talking to. I said so many words in the last hour that no one's responded to, so I'm not sure when I said anything for a who question mark. I apologize. If I said someone's name wrong, it's not easy to be a constant stream of words when you're the quiet kid in the corner. Gonna see a good stroke if he gets back on the 6 ball. Put some juicy bottom outside. Whiz past the 7. Look at that. Wow. That was lovely. And then undercuts the 6. I know that's frustrating feeling. Who am I? Oh, Steve asks, who am I? I understand. You don't know who I am at all, Steve. No idea who I am. Oh, good hit on that, Adrian. What? It wasn't a good hit? Or maybe the cue ball went in the pocket and I just couldn't see it because Adrian was standing there. That must have been what it was, because that was a good hit. Almost made that. Our score is 11-3. He flipped the card, and there's 2 zeros in a row, and I don't think he actually looked to see that when he flipped it, it was a 0 again, and not a 1. Don't look so disheartened. It's okay. You got a little short. You got a big angle here, but you can go around the world. Mr. Big Stroke, you got this. And then that's the time he doesn't go around the world. Of course, when I say that, is the time I was expecting him to go 4 rails, but no, it's soft. Ooh. I thought that one stayed up because he hit it too hard. But it decided to fall anyways. One more time. Flip it. Yep, it's 12. Oh, he doesn't remember. Someone tell this man. Good. Thank you. Excellent. That puts Youssef on the hill. Will he get in this game, or will Adrian put another couple of down? Let's see what we get. What the puzzle unfolds after the break. Close, but nothing in. One ball sitting on the top rail. And the 3 has blocked some of its options, so Yusuf's just going straight for the push out. And Adrian wastes no time to say, "You go right ahead, sir." And he gets it tucked on the 4, and wow, that safety got pretty fortunate how the one bumped off the 9, I think. How it really tucked in. The cue ball was intentional, but the one ball got tougher. Wow. That was a fun attempt. Good try, Adrian. And Youssef is going for another foul here because, he's got clusters, he's got ball in hand. And even if he makes the 1 to the 2, this 3 afterwards pretty tough, and he's got to play I don't know. He's struggling because I think mentally he doesn't like the idea of playing safety here or going for a 3 foul, especially on the last game. Last game, I mean Hill. But it looks like he hit it a little too hard to even get the safety. And Adrian is able to return with a safe. What a twist. Looks like a pretty good line there. And he nails it. What a great kick. It was funny, as soon as he lined up, I was like, man, that just looks perfect, doesn't it? And then it goes in the hole. And then followed up with a great safety. He hit it, but it didn't hit a rail after it hit the object ball, so it's going to be ball in hand, unfortunately. Dang, that was close. If it would have just clipped it on the way into that first rail. But unfortunately, it clipped it on the way out and didn't hit a rail after. But he's going straight for a safety with ball in hand because this is not a pretty out. Oh my goodness. He almost hooked him real good, but I think it just kind of might have opened up a window. Unless he's hooked on the meat of that 9. Like the curve of the 9. Even if he just left a 1 rail open. It's not what he wanted. Well, he didn't though. So he does a good safety. But Adrian, excellent with his 2 railers. And leaves it hidden right back. And Youssef kicks it right in the freaking hole. Had a little help, but don't matter. He hit that so good. 4, 5 is right there. 6 right there. 7 to the 8 is going to be the key to this rack. Where he gets on the 8. By he, I mean either of them. And where he gets on the 7 ball's key. Oh, this looks good. I like it. Some outside here. Well, I was thinking the side pocket. We were thinking completely different ways. Ooh, overcut that one, but I think he's going to leave it tough unless it scratches. Oh! Well, poop. You never want to see a scratch. I want to see him leave it tough. All right. He followed my instructions. I said I want to see him leave it tough, and request achieved. Left it tough right back. Gotta do with what you can. Sometimes you can leave yourself in a pickle. Adrian is a young man. I feel like he loses his patience in long races sometimes. He shot a lot more patient and careful in the first half of this match. And Youssef has shot really strong this whole way. It's a good match, great finals. Thanks everyone who watched live with me and everyone who's watching this recorded later. I hope you've had a great night. Make sure you like and subscribe to the DMV Pool Championships page. We're always streaming live, and hopefully you enjoyed the commentary. I enjoyed hanging out with you guys. I'm not going to push stop or end stream or anything because I don't want to push anything I'm not supposed to. So in the meantime, we'll look at all this lovely cues displayed. Use of shooting with full sets of carbon fiber. I'm a wood girl myself. I could even see Earl Strickland's autograph on the cue case. Very recognizable signature. So yeah, this is the finals. Youssef has won the SYO 10 ball for the Tier 2. Fantastic. Yay. We got lots of events coming up for this year, full schedule. The first event is going to be Bank Championships. How cool is that? I only see bank tournaments at like the Derby and I think Turning Stone. Does Turning Stone have Banks Championships? Anyways, it's going to be a Bank Championships here. Is it this month? Anyways, you got to check out the Facebook page if you're not on the Facebook page, because that's where you get the full schedule of tournaments. This is where we stream, though. And yeah, Efren's coming in 2 weeks. If you want to meet and greet with Efren, dinner, exhibition, even a tournament. There's a tournament with Efren. Might be one of the last times, if not the last time, he's coming to the U.S. So definitely take advantage of the opportunity to meet the legend. Yeah, man, I still have a whole bunch of you on live with me, so I don't want to get off. Oh, we're calling for the bicep. Are we gonna get the bicep? us the flex. All right, thank you all for joining me. Here is the tournament director, Zachary Sykes.
Hey everybody, just popping in to say hi. Hey, there's the bicep. There's the bicep. Youssef making us all feel inadequate. Look at the size of that thing. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this thing, like what we're doing, give us a like, give us a subscription, subscribe on YouTube. The more subscribers we have, the more we can add to these prize funds for these players. If you know Youssef, give him a shout out. He loves to get those messages. Played great today, really powerful. And of course, thank you very much to Bethany. Oh, that's the one. That was the one. Uh, we're working on his pro card soon. Thank you so much, Bethany, for her commentary, and thank you to our sponsors, Streetlights Billiards Academy, Legends of Pocket Billiards, In the Box Sports, Renegade Health Group. If you'd like to add your company to that list, AMQs, you can jump in. We have sponsorships available, hours upon hours of YouTube exposure.